In 1986, the Boston Celtics win their 16th championship with a 67-15 record, a 40-1 home mark, and Larry Bird averaging 25.8 points, 9.8 rebounds, and 6.8 assists. That team looks untouchable, but because the peak is so high, the fall becomes unavoidable, and over the next 34 years they capture only 2 more titles in 2008 and 2024. The dynasty ends without a clean transition, and that gap quietly turns into what people later call a curse, one that the Eastern Conference playoffs keep exposing. From 1987 to 1993, Boston reaches 6 Eastern Conference Finals and loses all 6, dropping 16 of 24 games to teams like the Pistons and Bulls. Because Bird, McHale, and Parrish age faster than expected and injuries pile up, the roster stays competitive but never dominant enough to break through. At the same time, Detroit overwhelms them with size and the league's best playoff defense, while Chicago rises behind Michael Jordan's scoring dominance. Instead of rebuilding, the Celtics get dragged forward by the era, and those losses redefine them from contenders into cautionary tales. Everything shifts in the summer of 2007, when Boston trades picks and youth for Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen, instantly forming the Big Three and pushing payroll into the league's top tier. Because elite talent and urgency finally align, the 2007-08 team jumps to 66 wins, leads the NBA in defensive rating, goes 16-10 in the playoffs, and beats the Lakers for the title. That championship shows the curse never fades with time, it disappears only when resources and commitment hit critical mass. When Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown lead a 16-3 playoff run to the 2024 title, the same lesson repeats, proving that enough talent can still force history to bend. On draft night in 1984, Portland holds the number 2 pick and passes on Michael Jordan, choosing 7-foot Sam Bowie because Clyde Drexler already averages 24.8 points. That decision reshapes history, as Bowie plays only 139 games in 5 seasons, while Jordan later collects 6 titles, 5 MVPs, and 10 scoring crowns. Portland does not lack logic, but by prioritizing positional need over generational talent, it creates one of the league's original draft curses. In 2007, fate offers a second chance when the Blazers select Greg Oden first overall, a 7-footer with elite NCAA defensive metrics. Because knee and ankle surgeries derail him, Oden appears in only 105 NBA games, while Kevin Durant from the same class scores over 28,000 career points. When 2 similar outcomes stack together, the idea of a center curse forms, and that sense of inevitable collapse soon appears elsewhere in the league. From 1978 to 2013, the Los Angeles Clippers go 35 seasons without a single conference finals appearance, posting an overall winning percentage of just 40.5. Because owner Donald Sterling consistently ranks near the bottom in spending and leadership, losing becomes institutional rather than accidental. Next to the Lakers' 16 championships, the Clippers feel permanently cast as supporting characters. In the 2015 Western Conference semifinals, the Clippers lead Houston 3-1 but collapse in Game 6, allowing 44th quarter points while scoring only 15. Because defensive rotations break down and stars fatigue, Josh Smith and Corey Brewer combine for 29 points, creating the template for Clippers basketball. Even with a 62% regular season win rate during the Lob City era, the psychological ceiling never lifts. When the Clippers finally reach the Western Conference Finals in 2021 without Kawhi Leonard, the curse loosens. That breakthrough shows curses grow from habits, not luck, a lesson that becomes even harsher when applied to New York. After winning the title in 1973, the New York Knicks go 52 years without another championship, posting a sub 45% win rate after 2000. Because leadership constantly shifts strategy, big contracts fail to compound into sustainable success. Even with Madison Square Garden in the league's largest market, winning stays distant. In 2013, Carmelo Anthony averages 28.7 points and leads New York to 54 wins, briefly signaling revival. Because defense ranks only 18th and the offense relies too heavily on isolation scoring, the playoff run collapses quickly. That failure slams the window shut almost immediately. Only after 2020 does the franchise prioritize asset accumulation and defensive identity. The Knicks learn that money does not erase curses, structure does, a lesson Chicago learns the hard way after a dynasty end. After the 1998 championship, Chicago dismantles Jordan, Pippen, and Phil Jackson, and the win rate crashes to 27% the next season. Because management believes the system can survive without its stars, it underestimates how irreplaceable generational talent truly is. The dynasty disappears overnight. From 1999 to 2004, the Bulls reach the playoffs once in 6 years, averaging fewer than 25 wins per season. Hope briefly returns in 2011 when Derrick Rose wins MVP at age 22. An ACL tear in 2012 instantly erases that future. Chicago shows how mishandling an ending creates long-term absence, a void that lasts even longer in Sacramento. After winning the 1951 title, the Kings never capture another championship, holding the longest title drought in NBA history. In Game 6 of the 2002 Western Conference Finals, the Lakers attempt 27 free throws to Sacramento's 9, a discrepancy still debated today. Because officiating tilts at the worst moment, a 61-win team loses its best chance. From 2006 to 2021, the Kings miss the playoffs for 16 straight seasons while cycling through 12 head coaches. Without stability, talent never converts into results. Only in 2023 does the drought finally ease. The Kings show that curses rarely strike suddenly, they grow slowly, through repeated mistakes, and that may be the NBA's harshest truth.